A polar blast has sent temperatures plummeting right across the region tonight, with snow right now falling in many parts of southern New South Wales. The top temperatures stay in the single digits in Canberra, Orange and even Dubbo, and experts say there's more icy conditions on the way.
Armed with toboggans and 10 centimetres of snow. The perfect weather for snowmen in Perisher, perhaps a little chilly for some.
Freezing my butt off, actually.
Less than a week after opening, ski season here has officially begun, a polar blast bringing plenty of the white stuff to the fields.
First time skiing in Australia, so yeah, exciting to come in. What is it, day 3 or 4 and already getting a big dump?
Over the hill, THREDBO is covered in white too, and it wasn't just the Alps that saw a healthy dusting today. Heavy falls starting just before 11 a.m. in Orange, which saw an icy top of 3 degrees.
This is our first day in Orange and it's snowing.
Snow also falling in Oberon and Black Springs, the mercury reaching just 2 degrees. Snow clouds forming in parks this morning, delivering this light dusting of ice. Hopes for snow in the capital, instead a hailstorm. While the white stuff didn't quite make it to Canberra's CBD today, there's still a chance of falls above 600 metres tomorrow, which could see a dusting on Mount Ainslie and Black Mountain.
There's always a chance of a dusting in town, as we've had in the past.
I'm Canadian, so snow is not going to impress me.
There's no such thing as bad weather, there's just inappropriate clothing.
Temperatures are generally going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below average, and for maximum temperatures tomorrow we could see some places get close to their June record.
Police also urging motorists to check conditions. Roads between Cooma and Mount Kosciuszko closed this afternoon due to thick snow. Rachel Baxter, 9 News.
And as we've just seen, there's been widespread flurries across the Central Tablelands today, and there's set to be more to come. Let's go live to Hannah Taylor in a very chilly Orange. Hannah, what's it like where you are now?
Well, Tash, the snow has eased off, but it's still very chilly here. We're being told to rug up, with the temperature set to dip down to -2 degrees tonight. Today we saw lots of snow across the central west. Here in Orange there was a flurry of snowflakes stirring up some excitement in the town centre. Now the heaviest falls were down in Oberon, where the Bureau of Meteorology says there may have been up to 4 centimetres. And it looks like the white stuff will stick around tomorrow, Tash, with the biggest dump expected after midday. Tash.
Some beautiful pictures there. Now get inside and get warm, Han. Thank you.
Well, we were warned it was coming and it delivered. A polar blast dumping snow from our ski fields to the state's central west. As temperatures plunged, the white stuff kept falling, and there's no sign it will stop anytime soon.
The phrase whiteout is often overused, but it really was the best way to describe Perisher today. Fat flakes of powdery snow falling for hours on end. No wonder people were pumped. If not for the brightly coloured jackets, it would be tough to make out the skiers and snowboarders sailing down mountain.
It was so good. Yeah, it was really good. Pow, pow.
With Perisher opening its season early, it was the only place in Australia where you could shred.
And what is it, day 3 or 4 and already getting a big dump?
Sasha and Zaid's parents drove 10 hours from Crescent Head on the mid-north coast just so their kids could see snow for the first time.
It was sort of a last-minute decision, hey? Heard there was going to be some cold weather, so let's go.
And if you think that's far, well, most of these guys came from Queensland.
The first time I've been here, actually, so yeah, I'm freezing my butt off, actually.
When you've driven all this way and the snow is this good, it would be a shame not to get amongst it. So here we go. Woo.
Aye, oh,
woo.
Let's go. Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, let's go.
A little bit rusty, but the season's only just beginning.
Looking spectacular from the air, nearby THREDBO was also awash with white. The resort gearing up to open this long weekend, and there'll be plenty of snow awaiting skiers and boarders. There weren't just falls on the Alps. You'd be forgiven for thinking this was a ski resort car park, but it's Oberon, 2.5 hours west of Sydney.
Oh, it's the best feeling in the world to see it actually snow.
A little further south, Black Springs looked more like the North Pole, the entire town disappearing under a blanket of white. Orange was definitely a different colour too. It drew a dusting and the crowds.
This is your first time seeing the snow, so it's very exciting.
This local school was covered, making morning recess extra fun. In Carcoar, just outside of Bathurst, check out the incredible view from one resident's back porch. Snow sprinkled on everything. And it's only the beginning. The polar blast not done with us yet.
What's the best thing about being in the snow?
Snowman!
We forgot the carrot.